Hey, hey. What? Oh, hi. Well, you joined me at a really good time, actually, because I'm just about to pro up my Gunter. You know, this Battle Pass card that, if you haven't seen it already, delivers a massive slap in its animation. It looks really cool. But you know what? I was just thinking, over the years, a lot of people have said to me that, JB, what do you do to keep the channel running? This, Twitch, everything. Well, it is true. Everything you watch is completely free of charge. No one has to pay a thing. I don't ever ask for anything monetarily. I've never said, hey, we need money to keep this thing going. Look at the red in his eyes when he does that slap. Boom! I remember that one time in NXT UK when he debuted and he slapped the out of someone and it was like a gunshot going off. Whoop-ha! And that's one of the reasons why we have YouTube memberships. We also have Twitch streams, loots, etc. Sometimes people go out their way to support me monetarily, but not everyone can do that, especially in today's climate. You know, things aren't easy at the moment. And it is a regular question I get is, how can I support you if I can't do that? But it all comes back to you guys. Without you, that doesn't happen, and I love you for that. So one way of helping me completely free of charge is to try out games like Raid Shadow Legends. These guys are the best, and I've enjoyed this game and our relationship for nearly 5 years now. I know what you guys are gonna say. Oh, it's another Raid Shadow Legends ad. Just wait a second, guys. Hold up. If there's anything you can do to help me out, it's literally doing things like this, watching this video and giving it a try. Because I still wouldn't be playing this game 5 years on if I didn't enjoy it. In fact, this is like my 6th account, and it might not seem like you're doing much, but trust me, every time that you guys download and play Raid using the code, which is in, make sure I'm pointing in the right direction, just up there, or by using the description or comments down below, there's even limited time bonuses as well to make the deal sweeter. And it might change how you feel about the game, because not many people haven't heard of Raid Shadow Legends. And I'll be honest with you, if you go into this game off the bat, it can be daunting. So I'm gonna set you guys up with the best start possible. Just sit back, enjoy, and like I say, give it a go. You won't believe how much doing stuff like this makes a huge difference. This video is gonna be all about giving you the best experience over the first 30 days you play Raid. There's a lot of fun to be had with this game, and I'm gonna give you guys the biggest leg up I possibly can. You're gonna be running into this game with 2 epic champions off the bounce, and 2 free legendary champions, which are like some of the best in the game. And that's all just for using my link and my code. So let's get started. When you first jump into Raid, you're gonna get the opportunity to play as one of 4 champions. The first thing you want to be doing is choosing Kale. He is the best out of the bunch. Not even lying, this guy is the GOAT. For the start to mid game, he has incredible attacks. And I built him up pretty good myself, but when you start off, he is but a minnow. But he's so easy to build up with some of the best equipment you can get your hands on. But we're starting off from the basics. As soon as you get through the tutorial, which is nice and simple, you're going to get yourself a free epic Drake show up in your inbox, which is in the top right hand side. Let me just move my camera slightly. You can see it just up in the top right. Yeah, a little chest. That's where you find it. And if that wasn't enough, then you go down to this little thing with 3 lines just here. Go to promo codes and enter the code Monkey King. That's MONKEYKING. That's going to give you possibly one of the best free things you can get in Raid, the legendary champion Sun Wukong. And he is a great mid-game champion, so that means he's going to be great at the very beginning as well. So you've built up the best starting team you possibly can. Where to next? Well, personally, I'd go open some shards, but I'd also suggest going to the Call of the Arbiter series. This is in, again, that 3-lined menu. Go to this because every time you go to these YouTube videos, you can share the trailer using copy, and that will give you extra bonuses. These could be extra energy, XP, silver in game, food to level up your characters with, multi-battle so you don't even need to touch the game when you're farming, and more. Oh, big thing to focus on, dailies. These are your daily quests, and you'll start off with some basic ones, and to be honest with you, the regular ones ones are just as basic. Things like fighting in the arena, leveling up your champions, and winning campaign battles. One of the things I haven't done yet though to finish off my dailies is summon 3 champions. So we're gonna go do that now by summoning some ancient and void shards I built up for this video. We've got some sacred shards as well, but as for something special we're gonna do later on. Let's start off with 10 ancient shards to see if we can grab ourselves an extra epic or legendary champion. What pops up? We've got an epic champion, 2 epic champions, the Necro Hunter, Gory, and no more. But we get Greybeard, Avenger, Hexweaver, Adjudicator, some really good champions there. And yes, it is all RNG related, so it's not always going to be the best ones, but a lot of these you can get just by playing the game. In fact, ancient shards are one of the more common ones you come across. By doing that, I've now finished my daily quest. I go back in and I get my XP and extra gems, which then count towards my weekly objectives, which give you one of those free ancient shards. Let's jump back in and get these purple shards, these void shards. I haven't done 10 void shards altogether in such a long time. 10 altogether, what's the outcome gonna be? Do we get any epics? I'm getting anxious. It's got to give us an epic of some kind. Oh, is it gonna make us wait? Oh, so close. I thought we were gonna be good there, but we got all rares. You don't always get lucky. I mean, the 2 epics did kind of make up for it in the ancient shards, I'm not gonna lie to you. Now we're gonna move on to the bread and butter of raid, and that's gonna be starting on campaign. You do some of this through tutorial, but you want to continue this road with your 3 champions, 4 champions maybe, if you've opened some shards. And you want to keep going until you get to the Dreadlands. You want to be farming these levels in particular for one specific champion. When I say farm, it just means you keep playing as over and over again. This one, War Maiden, she is one of the best rares in the entire game. So now you've got a full team of 4 at least champions. Where do you go next? Next up, it is joining my clan. Yes, we've got spaces in the clan right now. We just won our last battle, and what? Wait a second. Who did this? Oh, you? Oh, for crying out loud. It's Al, like, where have you been? It's been forever. Well, you know what this guy's here for? He's here because, well, you haven't liked the video. So, well, we gotta bow down to, is that an Ulafala? Hey, listen, the amount of times you messed with my videos is more like the tribal grief. Anyway, guys, I could do with a massive solid here. If to get rid of this guy, just hit us up with 1 like on the video. 1 like, and I think this guy goes away. Or at least he doesn't have to make me acknowledge him. Well, how do I acknowledge you? Do I just put my thumb up in the air? Anyway, let's get going. Let's do it together in 3, 2, 1. Oh, he's happy now. You're happy now, okay? No way am I ever acknowledging that guy. It's not happening. Unfortunately, this looks like it's permanent though, so I'm gonna have to go with it. Anyway, search up El Lyco Fan Club. Join our clan. We're accepting applications now. And if you started playing Raid by using this code over here, let me know in the clan chats. I'd love to see you there. By this point, you're probably gonna be at level 15, at least. And once you reach level 15, we're gonna go just over to this little chest at the top because you're gonna see your second free champion, Tagoar. Another great epic that you can use, but you're still gonna need War Maiden. I'll tell you the reason why. Because campaign only allows you to use 4 of your champions. Whereas some of the more important places you need to focus your time on are the keeps and the dungeons. Go into here and you'll see the Arcane Keep, Void, Force, Magic, and Spirit Keeps. These are where you get your potions and leveling up food to level up and ascend your champions. Ascension is a really important part of the game. It gives your champions big boosts in abilities like that Sun Wukong you just got. Well, if you get him to level 3 Ascension, if he gets knocked down in battle, then he will revive himself 3 turns later. And this is super key getting through the latter stages of campaign. You're also going to be given a quick guide at some point to using artifacts. These are like the weapons and the gear you need to give your champions a little extra kick when they're attacking. Let's go for Kale here, for example. He's got himself a nice little ring and a bunch of lifesteal and perception gear. And these give him these little tiny, if you can see, icons here. But which ones are the best for your champions? The community site Hell Hades is incredibly useful. And this isn't an advertisement for that site, but you can search up any raid character in Google and almost instantly it's going to pop up with Hell Hades at the top. In there, you'll be able to find out the latest promo codes, the best builds for your champion, the best gear, artifacts, like Alistair Wanderer, who is your second free legendary champion. In my opinion, she is better than Sun Wukong because she has some devilish attacks. And you get her just for logging on 7 different days playing Raid, along with other bonuses and goodies too. And if you continue playing for 7 days afterwards, doing a couple of basic stuff in game, you'll be able to take her to the next level. In X-Men terms, you'll have a Juggernaut who's like the size of Jubilee or Rogue. Quite small, but packs a good old punch. The Adventures of Alice is a special event going on in Raid at the moment, retelling the classic tales of Alice in Wonderland, but in a much cooler and edgier dark fantasy style that Raid is known for. There's 5 legendary champions throughout, including the Cheshire Cat, the Knave of Hearts, Queen of Hearts, the aforementioned Alice, and the iconic Mad Hatter. There's even a special event dungeon that the Queen of Hearts has claimed squatters' rights to. And until March 5th, you can take on her and her minions to get exclusive sets of pinpoint gear for your champions. So don't miss out on a free legendary Alice and the events in game. All you gotta do is use this code to start playing or use the link in the description. You have no idea how much it helps me as a creator and keeps this whole thing going. There's even an event going on right now where I can use my sacred shards to try and get the devilish demon kitty, the Cheshire Cat. So we're going to open up a bunch of these sacred shards right now to see if we can bag one of them. Let's start off with number 1 is Kunuchi. Okay. These gives you the best chance of getting epics and legendaries, and you can get some seriously good ones, but in this specific event you're getting a 10 times chance of getting the Cheshire Cat and a double chance of getting legendary, so it's even better than usual. Next up is an epic. It is Mistress of the Hymns. Number 3, we're coming up with another, it's Dark Elf, so that's going to go very well with my Kale, and that is Captain Tamila. We're looking for some more legendaries though. I'd like to hope we get one. Number 4 coming in, another epic. It is, I know you, is Shinoru, a great attack champion. She has got some serious skills. Some you have to unlock using the ascensions I mentioned earlier on, but let's go on to the next one. Number 5 is, okay, nice, interesting, Cormac the High Peak. Never seen him before. Okay, and number 6 coming up, is this Lufer? Yes, Lutheria. Sorry, Luthea. I think I pronounced it right anyway. Penultimate shard right now is another epic. Oh, well, he's a looker. Cod Beast Feeder. I thought that said something else then, but I'm glad it doesn't. Look at this guy. He's a big, strong boy. He reminds me of Otis a little bit, just with 1 eye instead of 2. But I've got to have some luck for this final shard, so let's go, baby. Final shard incoming. Is it going to be, oh, it's a legendary. Whoa, Pythion, I've heard of this guy. Isn't he? I'll have to have a look at this. So I've just gone on that community site I mentioned earlier on, and he is rated 5 stars. Apparently, he is one of the strongest in the game. That is some luck. I was hoping for the Cheshire Cat. I think I might have bagged something better. What is this? Yeah, that's crazy. He's also beastly. I mean, Jesus. So that's going to be another set of leveling up I'm going to need to do really soon. The next bit is all down to you, but I'm going to talk about a couple of the winter champions that I really want to get my hands on. Now I've got Alice and that crazy new legendary. This is my next goal. And we can't talk winter without talking my number 1 pick, and that is Sir Nicholas. I mean, it's Santa. He's a HP champion with incredible power, but what makes him really special is his aura, which gives all allies a buff of 33%. And his 3rd skill has something which is so useful. The ability to give his allies unkillable and continuous heal. So even if you get a big hit from a mythical champion, your guys will not go down. Then we got my second choice, Glazea. I mean, she's a defense champion. She defends and she's got good defense. Yeah?
No, JB. Are you sure there's nothing else?
No, not at all. She is also very powerful. She's got a great counter to other teams putting cooldowns on your champion's abilities. She actually turns them to ice.
And go on.
Okay, it's because she's shiny. It's like this up in the top. There's QR code. You can scan it. Join up with Raid right now. Join our clan or using the link in the description down below. Every click, every install of Raid helps me out. You wouldn't believe how much. But hey, my name has been JB. This has been Raid Shadow Legends, and a big thank you to them for sponsoring this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Bye-bye.